the moment comes.
As the console bursts into life, a mind touches your own. Alien and full of desperate need, but fragmented too. It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each part of your mind to its like.
Begin to manipulate the mind. So this puzzle is annoying, but it's not undoable. So the general gist of it. So this is reason, and you want to get it to the reason node, and you want to do that in a way that doesn't cut you off from other nodes, if possible. So this one is memory, and that's memory. So you need to get this one over here. Alright. And then this one is speech. And this one is speech. And I think I see a path for it, so here, 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 here. And then emotion to emotion, and you can just go along the bottom.
Welcome back, Master.
And see, not every single node needs to be used even.
The effort.
And this opens up the thing over here.
I should take that.
Where you can find the Blade of Oppressed Souls. I think the psychic is its, because the necrotic is mine. Crowning Strike. Unleash the wails of the dead that fell to your blade, and possibly instill Crown of Madness in the target for 3 turns. Other than that, it's a +1 longsword with some psychic damage on it. Not a bad weapon if you are a longsword wielder. Meanwhile, there's this desecrated relief over here. Let me guidance myself before I look at it just in case.
Our destiny, design, downfall.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The grand design, order, perfection, unity, every plane as one, every being in their place.
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind.
Taken, corrupted, gone.
And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
No time for Danny.
So, is that reward worth the annoyance of doing that puzzle? Up to you. We got some lore, we got some loot, we can move on. And then over in this area, this is where I wish I remembered.
Strange. I almost feel like I've just, I feel good.
This is where I wish I remembered to get the mines that I was keeping since the beginning of the game, but I forgot. And I can't go back now.
Well, that didn't last long.
But there are some mines over here. A series of dots and broken lines, entries in a language you cannot read, and yet you sense their meaning nonetheless. A flash of nautiloids lining a great dark void, one mind with one purpose, moving in concert through the darkness between planes. The design in action, before the slave mines rose and ruined it all.
This language is just gibberish. And yet, strangely familiar also.
Will's got Arcana.
This script is familiar somehow. If only I could make sense of it.
Maybe the others will get lucky.
Mind Flayer script, but I can read it perfectly. Huh. Another benefit from a lodger in my skull, I suppose.
A series of dots and broken lines, entries in a language you cannot read. A final morning entry, carrying with it a vast hollow feeling of grief, the colony in decline, the elders starving, falling to dormant to preserve its strength and lie in wait for some salvation to come. And Balthazar's notes. His obvious deficiencies aside, it cannot be denied that young...
Take the city, every soul made true.
Gortash has the mind of a scientist. Before his latest invention, the Illithid library was no more than rows of brains swimming in the cerebral slop. With his device, we no longer need psionic power to access the memories contained within, only to insert the subject and speak to it directly. I do wish he were not so eager in testing the device on more recent subjects of his own, however, nor in leaving their skull shavings scattered along my workbench.
Down.
Mole's eye patch. This doesn't bode well for her.
We did find Mole's eye patch in Balthazar's necrotic laboratory. It was bloodied but intact. Maybe she's still somewhere in the Mind Flayer Colony. Spoilers, she's not. In my first playthrough, I spent a lot of time looking for her, but she is not here, at least not where you can find her. Missouri, okay.
The city.
Well, we forgot to get the mines. We do have 5 of them here that we can test out. So right now, if we click on this slack-skinned head,
empty vessel, nothing more. Lending voice to elder law.
we don't get a whole lot. But if we use this Mind Archive interface, we can use minds. So here's Willing Mind. And then we can talk. Then we can talk to the slack-skinned head.
Pardon? Wouldn't do to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first performance, would it? Acoustics are a little off in here. Which is... where, exactly?
Never mind that. Tell me about this Lord Gortash.
He heard me singing in Beggar's Rest. Said he needed someone to give voice to lost knowledge. A little over my head, being honest, but the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. Now, I'd best warm up.
I'm curious. Go ahead. I'm sure you'll be performing soon.
I have just the thing prepared. My ma used to sing it when I'd come crying about monsters. Oh, wish me luck. The owl bear bore, owl will's icy ire. The owl bear bore, owl will's icy ire.
Okay, so there's probably just a loot now. I'll take the willing mind back. And the next one, closed mind. Can I just put it there? Yeah.
Empty vessel, nothing more. Lending voice to elder law.
Oh, I guess it doesn't count for being in the machine.
They won't be laughing much longer. Won't be any more of this. No gnomes in the city, watch, Brevin. This Gortash fella's got an idea. Kind of a training camp. Don't know how it gets me into the watch, but he seems the smart sort. Won't be laughing. Won't be laughing when I'm a watchman.
And I'm guessing it'll just say the same thing again.
Won't be laughing.
Yep.
Won't be laughing.
Okay. True mind.
Every day he comes. Every day for 3 days to ask me how I feel. I want to tell, but I am confused. Which day is it?
It's the first day.
The first, yes. 5 days since he put that thing in my eye, but the first day he came to visit. He says I am the last, that the other subjects have all changed.
It's the second day.
Eye hurts, head hurts. But he says I am past the worst of it. That I won't change like the others. He's given me a place of honor, so he can repeat his miracle and a name. True soul.
It's the third day.
She whispers in my mind. She sings, praise the Absolute.
Tell me about these others.
Separate cells. I never saw them, but when they changed...
My head! I can feel them in my head!
Who is this he you're talking about? I imagine it's Gortash.
We are his pets. His plan, Lord Gortash.
And let's see if there's a...
Which is it? Which day?
Okay, it just repeats the thing. How about the waking mind?
Fine bones, sharp jaw. Some variety of elf? Pretty enough for a flesh prison, if not the noble Gethzerai features I was born with. I guess you're no willing guest of the gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another.
You're remarkably sane for a pickled brain.
A Githserai's mind is not so easily cracked. Our discipline was the very reason we were attacked. My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the Gate. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you.
You catch the lie. The monk isn't telling everything.
You want my help? Then tell me the truth.
All right. The Gate did not find my monastery. I led them there. They promised me immortality, and they gave it. I have been their rotting trophy for centuries.
As her agitation swells, so does her latent psionic power. To your tadpole, that guilt and terror are almost fragrant. You realize the Illithids locked her away not as a trophy, but as a fine vintage.
Please, touch my mind and purge it. The moment you do, my knowledge will be yours.
I'm not sure what the difference is between reach out and consume and reach out and purge her mind. She is promising knowledge. So I will do as she asks and purge.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative and tinged with the loneliness of eons. It fades beneath your touch, and you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I see.
Receive condition Githzerai Mind Barrier. So what is that? Having assimilated a splinter of Githzerai knowledge, mental barriers have been erected in this affected entity's mind. It has advantage on intelligence saving throws. That's probably not a bad thing, although my intelligence is not great. So my saving throw bonus... Oh, I guess I am proficient in it. Because my first level is in Rogue, so dexterity and intelligence are my proficient saving throws, not wisdom. But +4 with advantage now, I suppose.
The city calls out for salvation.
We also all have this steeped in bliss condition. Advantage on physical checks and disadvantage on mental saving throws. Also vulnerable to psychic damage. All nearby creatures are steeped in bliss. That's coming from this resonance stone. Yeah, the waking mind is probably just empty now. Fresh mind.
My head hurts. Can I go back to bed, Mummy?
How did you get here?
I live here. This is my house. Our house, right, Mummy? We saw a big spiky snail that fell out of the sky. I'm just very sleepy, Mummy. I wish you'd stop waking me up so much.
Big spiky snail.
With big wiggly legs.
You'll never wake again, little one.
What? You're scaring me. Why are you being so mean, Mummy? Go away. I'm sleepy, Mummy.
So this resonance stone, now that we've seen what these have in them, we can just send them to camp. That's a lot of weight. This could be useful. How much does it weigh? So I could throw this near something that I want to hit with a wisdom saving throw. So let's give that to Karlak, our thrower.
The moment comes.
Alright, we are making progress on this.
Not design, but death.
Oh, this is wretched. I never smelled such rotten blood.
Not for long. Time for jump. At last. No more jump. Jump. Jump.
Attention. Long and low.
Baldur's Gate will know my desire. Our design.
Oh,
Need to keep focused. Onward.
well. Maybe I could have spoken with Chop, but we're not here to make friends. But
Let's see
us
what I can
is
do.
here.
Friend, you found the helm. We remember you well. You saved us once. Perhaps you can do it again? They are not kind to us here. We are different, they say, aberrant. They wish to repurpose us, destroy what they cannot fix. Please, help us escape harm.
She has fond memories of us, I think. I'll free you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you! You are a good friend. No. More. Rescuer! We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. You and us, we will remain with you. Call us, and we will be at your side.
Item received. Summon us. Very nice. Lobotomized. Oh, ha! I did do that, didn't I? I forgot. Oh, and he's got blind sight, which means he can make use of my infinite darkness.
We will take the city. Every soul made true.
And then there's this thing down here that you can touch it.
Hells. How many lives? Oh, leftovers from Moonrise. Not a peaceful death. I'll take this way.
So you can do that pretty much as you want. And the funny thing is, if you have people stand there...
Oh, gods, now I'm soaked in it. Where am I needed?
There's no time to waste.
We will take the city.
Maybe only the first person you do it to says something. I don't know.
Down.
Alright, so we've pretty much explored all that we're going to be able to find on the Illithid colony. It's time to move on.
Descend. Prepare. Obey. Evacuate.
Alright, so we are about to hit a restoration pod, which means one thing that we may as well do is cast the biggest buffs we can. For one thing, the Cambion
I'm ready. Whatever
and
it
us are not currently benefiting from aid, so let's have Shar do that.
Descend.
It seems as though it did not affect us, unfortunately. Because us is back here. Because us can't jump back up. I'll be right back.
Of many hearts, one.
Okay. Let's try that again. With us actually here. Oh. There we go. Let's give everyone a pass without trace. You and all nearby companions. So let's do that here. And that takes her concentration but everybody will have it. So what is it, like an aura around me? And if I move away,
Assemble. Prepare.
what if I move back? Okay.
Ever onward.
Let's have him move away from the others just in case of wild magic. But he may as well use... an upcasted armor of Agathis.
My faith protects me.
Alright, so let's go ahead and make use of our restoration pod
See what
here.
we have here. This way.
Descend.
It does not restore short rests. Okay. I do want to be very careful because this platform is one of those things that can end your run. So I'm gonna send one person first. Like it
Feels like my tadpole is gonna burst out of my skull.
Okay, it didn't glitch out.
Descend.
Okay. And then back up top. We'll call it back.
That's good. They won't see me come.
Descend. Prepare.
And don't glitch. Okay.
Cloak and dagger. My favorite. Mustn't let anyone see.
Now, we're all hiding. We've all got the pass without trace aura. So, if we did this correctly, we can trigger this cutscene, but then not be involved in combat.
What do we have here?
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
Enter. Okay.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time. And you ran from her.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketheric. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketheric, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The Lash of Thorm!
The Testament of Myrkul!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard. The Absolute.
Hell preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, olderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Shit, no! Father!
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
Outlander head to toe. And Acolyte a piece of 3, so... Explore all sections of the Mind Flayer Company. An Acolyte. A piece of 3. Piece together Ketheric's allegiances. Okay. And then journal entries. Kind of a lot. The Wizard of Waterdeep. We found the heart of the Absolute in the bowels of the Moonrise Tower, a powerful elder brain controlled by Nethery's crown of incredible power. Gale was not close enough to detonate the orb. The Grand Duke was infected with an illithid tadpole. He was being transported to Baldur's Gate. We saw Gortash, the idiot of being consorting with Ketheric Thorm. Karlach was shocked to see him here. Grand Duke Ravengard was infected with an illithid tadpole and taken to Baldur's Gate. We found Ketheric along with a ballast named Orin and Baneite called Gortash. They brandished a triad of magical stones that seemed to give their control over an illithid elder brain. Orin and Gortash have taken the brain to Baldur's Gate aboard a nautiloid, leaving Ketheric to face us. And we did manage to do this without getting into combat. So, let's see what's here. Some necromites. Ketheric himself, who still has the Horde Strike and Legions of Bone. Mind Flayer up there. Let's get
Can't
closer.
afford any mistakes.
And this is where, like, Aelin is if she's not dead. And then it looks like there's some intellect devourers there. So, I feel like, let's see. It seems as though there's no obscurement up here. But I really would like to kill that Mind Flayer as quickly as possible. Some of them I can kill. Oh, wait. Can I put darkness there without... Yes. And then I should be able to... The shadow teleportation. I should be able to do that up there now. But also, everybody else, you've got a Misty Step.
Stay low.
Can you step into the darkness? Yes. And then dash. Just to get out of the way of... Oh wait, there's a way over here? Oh no. But let's stay in the darkness. Okay.
For the charmer.
Karlach has Misty Step. From an amulet, I think? No, from the Nightwalkers. So Karlach can get here.
Halfling essence.
And she can Misty Step into the darkness here. Okay.
Careful.
Yep, that's in darkness. That'll work. I'll just have him stay back, and us will stay back for now. We'll end his turn.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. Cloak and dagger, my favorite.
Shadow teleportation. Into the darkness.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
Chosen of Shar, my place is right here, ready to strike you down in Lady Shar's name.
Your place is to die so that I might finally live. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Myrkul gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Myrkul, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
You are planning on betraying your allies?
Yes. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Myrkul's glory.
Ah, the darkness went away. Okay. Well, I guess I may as well start with Astarion. I really want that Mind Flayer dead. Let us go with Cycle. Oh, he's vulnerable to psychic because of the steeped in bliss. What about you? How do you feel about poison? You are immune to poison because you're undead. So I will simply go with accuracy then. I will bend luck to make Astarion not charmed. And
Now this
Karlak
is my happy place.
certainly is going to fit me. Target is too close. There we go. Good enough. Now let us focus on Ketheric himself. So enrage throw. Water barrel.
Go on.
No holding back.
Have will.
the suit.
Astarian's out of actions, right? Yeah. So, let's go ahead and put the darkness on. Did I... It's down there. That's annoying. How about a spiritual weapon down there?
Forever dauntless.
I'll do a haste for myself and Karlak. Oh, right. That requires a twin smell. Actually, I'll do it for Astarian and Karlak. And then he'll go into the darkness.
Let's turn someone inside out.
And I won't critical hit this time just because I've already used my sneak attack this round.
No word.
I will throw the brine barrel right on top of him.
Want to do it?
Caustic brine surface. And I will just throw that. Blinding Smite on spiritual weapon. A level 3 spell. Second backlash that. Not really worried about necromites. Really? Okay.
Shall we dance?
Oh, I'll go ahead and sneak attack since it was naturally a critical hit. Aww.
Smell blood. This'll help.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Myrkul, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
Oh dear.
I am a little bit worried about this fight. But... So let's see. You are out of actions, right? Except possibly like hiding over there.
Ready or not?
So Shadowheart can put the darkness up here like we intended to begin with.
This is
so
my
Will can come back up here into the darkness and start Ray of Frosting. I'm not gonna spend sorcery points on that. Oh, actually, you know what? Okay. Wet, certainly. Bone chills all nearby creatures. Gaze of the Dead on the first creature that strikes it each round. Gaze of the Dead is cast your empty eyes towards a creature and frighten it. Okay, 2 turns of frightening. And plenty of damage. Legendary resistance for incapacitation. All incoming damage reduced by 2. Immutable form, Fey ancestry, extra attack, divine health, presents disease. Okay, immune to disease, lightning vulnerability, fire resistance. Oh, because wet. Poison immunity. Okay. I will not react. This is... Oh, he is resistant to fire. I'll use a... Actually, no, I won't. I won't even. But... Oh yeah, I don't have enough sorcery points left to do that. Okay. So you're done. You do still have some bonus actions. You're out of actions. You have actions. Okay. Lots of throwing. I mean... doesn't resist magical bludgeoning. So... I'll throw the Skybreaker as, enraged.
Good idea.
He's immune to prone. But I will also throw the Staver of Skulls. And then what else? I guess just that. Okay. Oh. All nearby creatures. And that's going to be a lot of saves. Okay, Astarion, you are immobilized. I can do this on a bonus action, I guess, at least. Ranged. 50%. I mean, that's what I'm gonna get. I'll bend luck on that. And then let's use an Arrow of Ilmater to prevent him from possibly healing. I'll Luck of the Far Realms that. And then he's still wet, so let's do some lightning arrows. That wasn't bad.
Forever dauntless.
Let's see. Ice Storm. I can get that and those Necromites. That seems like a good plan. Nice. Immobilized. This seems like a pretty good time for a mass healing word. I'll use the magic missile for the Nair Misser. I'll do a spiritual weapon. Okay.
Baby.
Rage throw. You've got 4 hit points, huh? I'll do a regular throw on you. Oh, path is interrupted. Why is path interrupted? Oh, there we go. And a regular throw on you. More magical bludgeoning against you. Let's do some lightning damage on you. And some more lightning damage on you. We're getting there, we're getting there.
One life to my life.
Oh, I forgot us was even there. This isn't very likely to hit, but sure. And I forgot I have a Cambion over here. Okay. He healed even though he was bone chilled. Let's use a second level spell slot just because. Oh, right, the frightened. Damn. Okay. Let's have Karlak.
It's go time.
Throw more water.
That's it.
Wet again.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Astarion. Oh. Oh, but he's bone chilled. I know. I will sanctuary him. And then she's in darkness, right? Only a little bit of damage, but it's something.
This is gonna feel good.
Okay. Rage throw. I guess just more of this. Finger of Death is a 7th level spell. That's a lot of backlash. Spiritual weapon can get a hit. Maybe. Sure. Okay, so the first person to attack will get that thing. Let's make it be the Cambion. Now
shall we cut and run?
Still frightened. Damn. More lightning arrows, I guess. And keep trying. I can spare another first level spell slot to Sanctuary the Saurian since it's right there. And
battle favors the fearless.
He's getting there.
I got this. My little trick.
Ready.
impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Health. I could sleep for a 10-day after that.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
Certainly, but before that, we have some journal entries. Ketheric Thorm is dead, but Gortash escaped to the city. Karlach will have strong feelings about this. We defeated Ketheric and watched a fleet of Nautiloids leave for Baldur's Gate. If Mold doesn't turn up in Moonrise Towers, she may have escaped on one of them and made it to the city. By Lady Shar's command, I have seen the traitor Ketheric Thorm breathe his last. The cleansing of the Night Singer's church must continue in Baldur's Gate, where the false Mother Superior has misused her position. Alright, and I am gonna go around and
I'm ready.
loot. There's a couple of books on this table here. The Grand Design. Dictated to Scribe Yanthus by Enver Gortash. The Grand Design is the Mind Flayer's species-wide ambition to return to the days of their conquering greatness through an act of sudden mass metamorphosis, giving the Elder Brain an overall command and implacable army of Illithid slave warriors with which to defeat all their old enemies, human and humanoid, Githyanki and Ulitharid. Of course, this is delusional madness, megalomania on a cosmic scale, and I know just how to turn it to our purposes. We're going to help the Mind Flayers enact their grand design, but only in the way that suits us. The Illithids shall have their crusade to enslave, but they will be acting in turn as our slaves, and we shall determine the how, when, and where of their great Illithid outbreak. To be precise, I, Gortash, will determine these things, as commanding the Grand Design is clearly a Banite task. And the absolute end. Underneath this book concerning the cult of the Absolute and the dangers it presents is scrawled this response to the text. This hastily written drivel is admittedly well-intentioned. Its author is clearly fizzing with fear of the Absolute. The problem is that they conflate the rise of the cult with other things like the heat death of the universe, the resurrection of one-eyed Vecna the Lich, the proliferation of necromantic excess, and even the withering of some imported fruits from Cholt. This person needs a glass of water and a lie down. Alright, Ketheric Thorm's body.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable.
What are these stones?
The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The Crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the Crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Do you know who our enemies are?
One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash. An arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me. But the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Myrkul, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the Dead Three.
Chosen of the Dead Three?
Bane, Baal, and Myrkul. The Tyrant, the Assassin, and the Necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
I think Dark Justiciar Shadowheart would refocus on the tadpole. She has fulfilled Shar's immediate order by destroying Ketheric, but I didn't come here to fight gods. I just want my parasite removed.
I know. But this is the only way. This is the battle of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into Mind Flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Okay, let's take a quick look at the journal. This is far greater plot than we had imagined, one spearheaded by the chosen of the Dead Three and involving an Elder Brain. We must overcome this greater evil if we wish to heal ourselves once and for all. The gem we found on Ketheric's body is another stone, one of 3 used to control the Elder Brain. Orin and Gortash carry the other 2. If we want to cure ourselves and save the Sword Coast, we'll have to hunt the pair through Baldur's Gate and claim each of their nether stones in turn. Orin, the Lash of Baal, is hiding somewhere in Baldur's Gate with another stone. We must find her and take it. Gortash left for Baldur's Gate. We should go after him. So get their nether stones. And I should have this one in inventory. I'll go ahead and put it in my quest item bag. Okay, what else does Ketheric Thorm have on him? Heavy armor, Reaper's Embrace. All incoming damage is reduced by 2. Reaper's Rigidity. When activated, you can't be moved against your will by any spell or action, but have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Howl of the Dead. Let out a bone-chilling howl that numbs all nearby creatures. Numbs. Movement speed halved. Spellcaster has advantage on attack rolls against the affected entity. Removed by help or when hit by a spellcaster. Okay. Ketheric's Shield, Arcane Enchantment. You gain +1 bonus to spell AC and spell attack rolls. Shield Bash, advantage on dexterity saving throws. Ketheric's Warhammer. It has a D4. Okay, where is that D4 psychic coming from? I don't have it on my spear. It must be a function of the weapon. But it is a warhammer that deals 1d4 psychic in addition to its normal bludgeoning damage and weakening strike. This non-lethal attack possibly inflicts weak grip, hindering the target's attacks. Disadvantage on attack rolls and strength saving throws. Removed if you help. Okay, well. Crumpled note. Papa, I love you. Love from IZ. Probably Isabel. Guess I'd better heal up. Okay, I'm 2 hit points off of full.
My faith will guide me.
I can conjure us again.
No time to dally.
Let us see what awaits us. Honestly, I'm relieved to have gotten past this fight. I was afraid of how this would go, but we seem to have done okay.
Worth a shot?